What we just had was gold. Task Force Admirals. Pure gold of a Naval Pacific War. And I cannot wait for that thing to come out. I did my pledge for the Kickstarter. Did you? Now, in front of me we have the biggest horror of 3D animation, voice acting, but a game I fucking love. And a game that returns to the channel. This is Strategic Mind Pacific. And it is so hilariously bad in some cases, but so amazing in others. I can't begin to tell you how this game has greatness, just like awesome shit I've never seen in any other game. And then just, what the fuck are you thinking? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, allow me to show. First off, that how it goes, fuck.
Following the treacherous and unexpected Japanese attack
Exhibit
on
A.
Pearl Harbor on the morning of December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the U.S. territories in the Pacific began falling one by one to the Japanese invasion. As the U.S. struggles to bring together its naval forces in the Pacific and prepare retaliation, you have to take the role of Admiral Chester William Nimitz, newly appointed Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Your task is to bring together all the U.S. naval forces demoralized by a series of disgraceful defeats, strengthen them, heighten their spirits, and prepare to turn the tide of the Pacific War. By employing carefully considered strategy, shrewd tactical moves, providing your forces with the newest and most up-to-date equipment, and exploiting enemy weaknesses, you have to retake all territories seized by the Empire of Japan in the Pacific, and then invade their homeland. The whole world needs to be made aware of what happens when one dares to attack the United States of America.
Don't fuck with our boats. The land of the free and the home of the brave. Turn that down just a little bit. Alright. Before it starts again, we're going to the US campaign. Alright. So, we have difficulty selections. We got storytelling. We can make our customs, make this even easier. But, we're gonna do reasonable, I think. What is it? We'll do reasonable, because this game is actually fucking hard. Like, this game is unforgiving. So we're gonna play on a reasonable. I don't think I can change it. I'm not doing insurmountable, because you will fucking lose. So I think we'll do reasonable. However, actually, but we'll do reasonable, but however, we're gonna do this. Move to strength as 100. Prestige. Save that. We'll keep this at 2. Or 20%. If this goes fucked up, then, well, we'll see if it goes fucked up.
Greetings and good morning, Hawaii. You're listening to Radio Honolulu. Today, December the 7th, the weather is perfect, and we would like to bring this song for the listening
This is
pleasure
horrible.
of all U.S. military personnel on Hawaii.
You enjoy it. I'm gonna go get some liquid death.
Jenny, why aren't you eating? Mom, is Daddy going to leave us again today? Yes, Jenny. You know full well that he's on duty, even on Sundays.
Hey, you two. I have a surprise for both of you. I took the day off so I could spend the entire day with two beautiful ladies.
We get to play with Daddy today.
Don't worry. The Arizona will somehow manage without me for one whole day.
At least they got her camouflage right. I mean, that's impressive. I'm looking at you, War Thunder.
Mommy. 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 Get up. Mommy, please, get up. Mommy. Please. Please, get up. Mommy. Please.
I've never watched that.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous. Our Pacific Fleet has been destroyed at Pearl Harbor, clearly demonstrating an unprecedented level of complacency and incompetence
Damn,
in our
fucking.
high command.
Damn. I
On top of all this,
Oh, I'm angry
disastrous
right now.
news, our territories in the Pacific are
I've
being
never
captured by the
watched
Japanese.
the fucking
daily.
intro because it's so bad.
This cannot be allowed to continue.
I do that hits a string.
Anonymous. You are hereby appointed the new Commander-in-Chief of the United States Pacific Fleet. I expect you to fully engage the Japanese and put an end to this nonsense immediately. You must save our nation. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Mr. President, indeed, the situation is dire. However, I'm
Models
convinced
are so
that
bad.
decisive actions will swing the balance in our favor.
Mr. President, the appointment of Chester Nimitz is the best thing that you could have done to put the Japanese in their place. Together we will protect our country from the Japanese threat.
It is my
He's the
direct
voice of the
command to
fighters.
you, Admiral Nimitz, that
The
the
pilots, I
Japanese
think.
offensive in the Pacific be completely thwarted.
Yes, sir.
Ernest,
Your
Chester,
the eyes. This is so bad.
do not let our country down.
Oh my god. Okay, well, after the fucking just soul crushing of the fucking child, like, fuck. Your flaps are down, buddy.
Oh my God, it is worse than in the newspapers. Oklahoma, capsized, 429 dead. Arizona, exploded, 1,177 dead. We have lost so many brave seamen, and it all happened in 1 hour.
Don't fuck with our boats.
How many more have to die before we end this war?
A lot.
I hope that we can get back at those damn Japs, sir. We have to regain our strength first. Then retaliate at the right moment.
If only Pacific Storm would work. Oh, it's a shame.
And here comes my fleet.
Let's explain why the flaps are down, I guess. You have a hole in your right wing. Here comes my fleet. Your fleet's looking a little bad there, Nimitz.
Enter.
I never watched these. Hey, it's Leighton.
Naval Intelligence Officer Lieutenant Commander Leighton.
Holy fuck your nose, dude.
Sir.
At ease, Lieutenant Commander. Give me the situation report.
The Japanese carrier task force is
I
headed in a...
read the report, Leighton. I am interested in the officer's mood, not the statistics.
Well, after everything that happened, sir, everyone expects to be relieved of duty. I'm also willing to take responsibility for our collective failure, sir. Who should I transfer my duties to?
Sit down, Lieutenant Commander.
There's the pictures of P-47.
Lieutenant Commander, I've scrutinized the report and the attack on the Pearl Harbor. I have come to the conclusion that you and the other officers are not to blame. It could have happened to anyone. It's my sincere hope, Leighton, that you and all the other men will remain in your assigned duties. America most assuredly needs you.
I mean Kimmel fucked up. Let's be honest. He fucked up, but
we all know this is a catastrophe, sir.
I don't think they.
Our Pacific Fleet.
I don't think there was much he genuinely could have done to prevent it.
That's true. Our aircraft carriers are still in good shape.
I mean, he should have been demoted for sure for not preparing the base, but I genuinely don't think he could have done too much to change the outcome. Maybe save some of the lives on the ships that were rolling over?
And know them better than anyone else. Your knowledge is an invaluable asset. Edwin, let's assume that you are Admiral Yamamoto. What would your next move be?
Well, sir, I would focus on this southern region, sir. The Japanese are in dire need of fuel. So they're going to have to occupy New Guinea. And then all the nearby islands which are rich in oil. At the same time, they should try to capture Port Moresby, which is to support any subsequent invasion of Australia.
That is exactly what I have assumed as well. And that is where we're going to stop them.
Okay, just jump in. But yeah, I don't think Kimmel could have really. I think the only thing that could have been done is. Oh, never mind. Let King speak. I mean, it's King. You let him speak.
To the Commander-in-Chief, United States Pacific Fleet, Admiral Chester Nimitz. The situation in the Pacific Theatre has deteriorated rapidly over the last 4 months. The Japanese have seized vast operational areas and are now on the verge of invading Australia. The Port Moresby base in New Guinea is the last obstacle in their way. Its loss would be a catastrophe for our defence in the Pacific Southwest sector. Intelligence reports a group of Japanese transport ships which are being escorted by a carrier will soon be heading to Port Moresby for a troop landing and deployment. Further, be advised, 2 Japanese carriers left the base in Rabaul. They are assumed to have been ordered to the Coral Sea to provide air cover for the landing operation. The Southwest Sector Commander, General MacArthur, will try to hold Port Moresby at all costs. Unfortunately, his forces are insufficient to carry this out. Only the Navy can stop the Japanese. I command you to send a carrier task force to the Coral Sea to detect and destroy the Japanese invading forces.
From Admiral Nimitz to Admiral King, I sent Task Force 17, including carrier Yorktown, to intercept the anticipated Japanese attack.
Admiral Fletcher reports. Task Force 17 has reached the designated location.
Great. Your next step will be to join forces with Task Force 11, located near the island of San Cristobal. To establish contact, your ships must arrive at the specified area. Upon uniting our fleet, locate and eliminate the Japanese forces. According to intelligence reports, the enemy is expected to attack from the north. Bear in mind that after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, every major naval vessel counts. Under no circumstances can we allow for the loss of the Yorktown. Without such a valuable combat unit, our defeat would be imminent.
Okay. Here's our objectives. Get detailed report, so let's see. Prestige is what we use to purchase. Throughout the operation, you'll gain prestige for successful actions used at the end of the operations for troop reinforcements. It is resources you can use to acquire new troops, yada 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 yada. So let's see. That's nice. That you would have to spend on the core units to reinforce. Alright. How do you capture? Right, victory points. When a timer on the end turn button crosses 0, you start to lose 10 victory points per turn. Alright. So I have, what, how many turns? 10 or 15? Okay, well, whatever. Anywho. If that's Yorktown, then this is Lexington, technically. So, I lost my train of thought while I was looking at some stuff. I mean, seaworthy. Alright. So we have our fleets here. We have all this. This is a patrol mission, so it's not too hard to lose. I can acquire new units, which is cool. Well. Actually, no, I can't. And these are actually all the units I have for my core units. So I got a Colorado class, a Yorktown, 2 Clemsons, oh, it's useful as tits on a fish, a Gato, which can be good, a Wildcat, a Dauntless, and a Devastator. Alright. Now let's get Yorktown up there.
The forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core unit strength indicator is green.
I'm gonna let these talk because I may have forgotten because I haven't played this in years.
Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Okay. I think the destroyers are kind of a damage, doesn't it?
As ordered. Are we on the scout? We have established
Oh.
contact with Task Force 11.
Great. Take command of all ships. Yorktown alone would not stand a chance against the Japanese, but a joint fleet with 2 carriers has a good chance of winning this battle.
No, we're detected.
A Japanese recon aircraft has been sighted close to our task force.
It cannot be allowed to escape. I do not want to alert the Japanese High Command with the advance news of our attack. Send fighters to intercept the enemy plane.
Very well.
We aim for the sky.
First off, let me get the battleship.
Do we get to blow up some enemy vessels?
I love the battleship voices. The voice. So you see down here where these boxes are, that's supply. As long as the ship's in there, it will supply. It will not reheal. The only way I think it can reheal is if you actually, put base here, a ship close to this, I believe.
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit has attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Yeah, so here we have all this, including all of our like details and everything, and we eventually get heroes, which are pretty cool. Which they get like bonus to stuff as well. But you have to like work. You have to do something to get them like some specials. Like we got Doris Miller. We got John Baslone. We got McCluskey. Richard Arabong. Well, let's give me. Yeah, right there. Deal 40 damage to capital ship hull. That's easy enough to do. Give me Lee. I want Lee. And then we got Doris Miller. Yeah, ooh, you are. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, that's good. Oh, you would be perfect for an anti-air gunner on a destroyer or even a carrier. Where are you, Susan? A fighter or a tactical bomber? I'm surprised McCluskey can be a tactical. You would think McCluskey, if he was a dive bomber, would be replaced with oh, what the fuck's his name? I'll remember at some point. And then we have Samuel David Daly. Daly? He's a submariner. There's some here. I don't know you two. I feel like I really should know you, but I'm stupid at times.
Ships consist of various ship parts such as hull, engine, main gun, second gun, anti-aircraft gun, and others. Most of them have their own HP indicating their current state. When hull HP drops to 0, the ship is destroyed. Ship firepower depends on the current HP of each individual gun.
Let me see if I can show what he's talking about. So, right here, for example. The main gun has 12 hit points, so it can do a good amount of damage. If it takes damage by 1, it drops down. And each ship has their like specialties. For example, like case in point, the Colorado here. She's a battleship, so she gets suppressive fire. She gets seaplanes. She has an armored deck, which is very, very useful. Basically, anything with a naval attack lower than 15. So, like a destroyer has to use torpedoes.
Capital ships are equipped with long-range, powerful main guns capable
it's
of
lagging
through an armored deck. Secondary guns can repel approaching escort ships with barrage fire. Capital ships are vulnerable to submarine and aircraft attacks, but they require an escort of destroyers. However, artillery strikes from guns with low attack value cannot pierce their armored deck. They can also send a reconnaissance seaplane to scout the area.
Do you require an escort?
Must impress, yeah. Everything's like torpedoes. Torpedoes are mean.
All these fancy new carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
Oh, yes, they will. Anywho. Also, moving targets. So movement points are added to defense if you have enough fuel left. So if we have movement and fuel, it gives us a bonus. That's all ships. And the thing is barrage fire, which automatically fires from secondary guns at escorts that enter in the hex. But it has to be adjacent. Alright, let's shoot down this plane. I don't know. Why are you laggy? Let me see if I can... I'll do that. We can drop things down by a little, by 1. Don't limit that. That fixes that.
Aircraft carrier, or simply carrier, is a mobile floating airfield at your disposal. Each carrier can carry several aircraft units on board. You can see the exact carrier capacity in its combat parameters. It also has a huge storage of ammunition and fuel on board, which is used to refuel and rearm aircraft units upon landing, as well as for the carrier's own needs.
I don't see it.
Carriers are vulnerable and a high priority target for the enemy. Thus they should be kept at a safe distance,
there it is.
attacking with their aircraft from afar. Yet they have powerful anti-aircraft guns, which they can use to repel enemy air raids. If the carrier's flight deck has 0 HP left, or the carrier is on fire, its flight deck is no longer functional and aircraft cannot land or take off.
Alright.
Our
Let's go.
lives are in the skies.
Let's go take you out.
Speed is of the essence.
Now, this may or may not work. We'll see. I don't think this will actually kill him.
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air
thank you.
superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and
The
Oh, it
aircraft has
worked.
been shot down.
Oh, if one it doesn't,
Great.
whatever.
We made sure he was not able to reveal.
And then you can
our
move into their
location.
hex safely
Yahoo!
for free. Alright.
Our world is full of wonders. Carriers are one of them.
I'm not going to argue with that. Carriers are amazing.
carrier-based aircraft is different from ordinary aviation, as it can land and take off from carriers. It can resupply ammunition and fuel and restore its damage on board a carrier. It can also change its equipment while on a carrier. However, in order to be reinforced, it has to land at an airfield.
You can see us?
Yes, I can see you. Alright, let's end turn.
From General MacArthur to Admiral Nimitz. My pilots spotted a group of Japanese warships heading for Tulagi Island. Apparently, they are planning to seize the island. Our garrison does not stand a chance against an attack. However, your fleet is capable of overpowering any invading forces. Now would be the perfect time for intervention. The troops on their transport ships are extremely vulnerable. You must help my men protect Tulagi.
I'd rather not take the reports of MacArthur's army pilots at face value. They are not accustomed to naval operations and can give us an incorrect assessment of the situation. We have to send our reconnaissance float plane to scout the area around Tulagi.
Okay, so what it's going to make me do is use the air recon to locate. So to do that,
All these
we use
fancy
these
new
commands.
carriers will not replace good old 400mm naval guns.
And we'll do this way.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Wow, I picked perfect.
Good. Now we know for sure
Okay.
what's going on around Tulagi.
So, I mean, yay and nay. We got enemy Kagero class destroyers. I mean, that's their level 1 ship. Then we got 3 transporters, which will be easy to kill. So if we look at the Kagero here, one good thing about the Kagero is that it does not have, well, like a long-range flak. But the gun range of the 25mm has 2. It also, if you look up, has air defense, which provides fire support versus air attacks to allied ground and naval units within gun range. Meaning 1, 2, so anything in these techs are going to be able to be tech. So I can't attack these guys with impunity. So
We're on a floating fortress.
one of the best ways for me to do this is probably to I'll send you here.
You can expect a timely arrival.
Razzle's the Northampton class. It's not great, but it'll do. She does have the 5.25, which has a range of 4. But her 20mm only have a range of 1. But she does have radar. I don't think we'll be able to attack them this turn.
The submarine is an invisible enemy unless it is detected via sonar. It can make powerful attacks with torpedoes and then instantly retreat to avoid detection. Torpedoes deal damage exclusively to ship hull, thus being a very effective tool to make quick work of damaging or destroying an enemy ship.
Yep. Actually, I want to check something. It should be under manual? Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. No, that doesn't help at all. Let's see something. Service zones. 1 hex on You can change their equipment, discard force. Okay, I see what it's saying. Alright. So let's see here. How do I want to do this? So if you're going to use a submarine attack, I'll say this. Don't go to the edge and shoot. Go, make sure you have movement points, because here's the thing.
Destroyer is an escort ship equipped
As it
with
will
medium caliber
explain.
naval guns, anti-aircraft guns, torpedoes, and anti-submarine depth charges. It is inferior to capital ships in terms of combat potential. However, it is able to detect enemy submarines with sonar and destroy them with depth charges. A destroyer also provides fire support versus air attacks. Use destroyers for reconnaissance, convoy escort, anti-submarine, and anti-aircraft warfare.
Okay, so the thing about using submarines is if you launch it, if I does have the submarine launch an attack, and I kept him there, this destroyer is going to go right above it and ping. Now you only ping once, so what you do as a submarine is you go in, you get your torpedo off, and then you move minimum 3 spaces. That way, they don't see you. I gotta check something. Let me get my destroyer up here.
Do you require an escort?
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I'm gonna move 8 hexes. If you had 8 hexes, let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You would be within torpedo range of this guy.
Better than serving on a US battleship? I don't think so.
And how many move points do you guys have? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could easily, yeah.
You don't need islands when you have carriers. There we
the
go.
carrier here.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a
Yeah, I
great
can't
tool
reach
for
in.
wreaking havoc on any enemy troops. Although you have to be careful
These
with
guys could,
anti-aircraft units,
but-
Overwatch, and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
Escort ships are the glue that holds the Navy together.
I'm gonna move you here.
Patrolling the
I should not have moved that guy up there, but he's a non-core unit, which is fine.
I'm claustrophobic, you know.
It's phobic, not phobic. I'm gonna move the submarine over here.
Enemy cargo ships?
I hope so. Well, there are some, but not where you're going. An operation of this? Does it say? Then you just battle the Coral Sea.
Should we not get paid better?
Shut up.
Well,
You should be safe over here.
Not really.
So, submarines are really fun though because, again, they're very, very weak, vulnerable here. All incoming damage is doubled, but they're very hard to find. And if you can get the good stuff on them, they're very hard to kill. Like you, for example. Deep dive, 6 defense. It's after attacking an enemy. You can almost become invulnerable. There are ways in this game to quite literally become invulnerable. That includes the AI, which makes it a problem. You actually be a good spot to be placed out there. Because then I can use you to cover. Oh, so it's just my headquarters. If it dies, we lose the battle. Amphibious Air Force Infantry. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I can use... Okay.
Your trust is well placed.
I don't have to worry about submarines, so... But I'm going to move you here.
Searching for enemy subs.
And then you...
Evasive maneuvering is in order. Guarding bigger vessels.
Ready to launch our Air Force.
Now I'm going to put you over
This is
here.
the way to go.
I need to destroy her. Yeah, she has... With her 76mm Mark 9, she has a range of 2. And can fire twice.
300 millimeters of armor is no joke.
Yeah, 20mm single.
Ready to launch
Carrier
our
with
Air Force.
also just 20 mils. But the carrier does have to the 5-38.
Do we get to blow
Battleship
up
doesn't.
vessels?
Yeah, she don't have secondary. Alright, I think we're good to go. I'm going to end the video here. This is Tutorials, and thank you for joining me. Let's play of Strategic Command Pacific. Or Strategic Minds. Stay safe and as always have an awesome day.